postbag to hear your views on issues we've raised. And Big Country visit a very big country, Russia.
The new era of glasnost in the Soviet Union has meant an increasing number of Western groups are now being allowed to play behind the Iron Curtain. Prior to this, Russian music fans could only listen to pop music on pirated cassettes from the West. However, artists like Elton John, Status Quo and UB40 are no longer considered decadent and have played to adoring Soviet audiences. Big Country are the latest act to set foot on Russian soil, and I was in Moscow to see how they fared the other week.
What was past is now undone. A broken heart needs someone who to blame it on. A broken heart needs someone who to blame it on.
In the first place, it makes Perestroika made good progress in the foreign policy, and that's why Western groups can appear here. Yeah.
The kids and the audience have been crazy about Western music actually since their birth, and they know everything. And see, lots of Western copies, Western discs and cassettes have been brought here from abroad, and so it's no problem.
Are you looking forward to the Big Country concert?
I am.
We're Big Country. This is Peace in Our Time.
How did the audience compare to other nights that you've done in the Soviet Union?
Pretty similar. I think what tends to happen is people are very enthusiastic while the songs are actually being played, jump about a lot and dance a lot and sing along or invent their own words and stuff, which I really get off on. I think it's great.
The organisation of the concerts was quite unique. Tell us a bit about that.
That's right, yeah. Usually what happens here is the concerts are organised by Gosconcert, the state concert organisation. Tickets are, I think, passed out or done by invitation or something like that, and it's done in a very formal situation where everyone has to sit down. This is actually the first time in Moscow that a concert has been put on out with that organisation, and where people have been allowed to stand up and jump around, and where tickets have been freely available to the general public.
What are your thoughts of the whole place now that you've been over here quite some time?
Very awe-inspiring to come to a city that you heard so much about when you were growing up and never ever really thought you'd have the chance to come and see. And I think there's a great deal of potential here in the Soviet Union still untapped yet, you know. Not for us and not for rock music in general, but for the people of the Soviet Union themselves, still to find that potential, I think.
Having visited here and worked here now, has it revised your opinion on socialism and on state socialism here?
I think it's revised my opinion on what happens here, yeah. I think it hasn't revised my opinion. I think people should be more caring for each other. I think it's very strange for me to come to a country where almost everyone you talk to who's a resident here is desperate for change, or for changes that are actually happening to be speeded up. And it's fascinating to be here during such a transitional period. And I think over the next 20 years or so it's going to be a very interesting place to see.
Give us peace in our time. While I have a life to live, and I have no love to give. Give us peace. Why give us peace in our time?
Seems strange to think that Cliff Richard was once banned from performing over there.